Hello again everyone, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Stash Smash Saturday. I'm filming this today, so you should see this like in a few hours as long as it takes to finish and edit and upload. I'm behind, but I'm going to get caught up. It is also day 14 of May I Scraplift You, and I am going to be doing the lovely Natasha Muller. She sent me this beautiful layout to lift. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to change it a little bit, even though I love it. I'm going to have to change it because I don't have any 12 by 12 papers in this kit. And the goal is to use this one up, right? So I want to use, because I just don't go to it very often. You guys know why I've pulled this one. It's just not, I don't have any 12 by 12s, so it's one I always forget to pull. It's the Rosie Studios This Is Us, and all I have is the 6x6 paper pad. So I'm going to use the same principle that Natasha did, only I'm going to do it with a 6x6 paper pad. So, also along with Stash Smash Saturday, for May, this is the second layout, and you know that me and Jackie gave each other a list of 7 items. We have at least get 5 on there. So Jackie's list for me in May was a 6x6 paper pad. Boom, done. Chipboard. There's chipboard all up in here. So done. I've got my flare out. There's birds in the collection. There's puffy stickers in the collection. There's frames in the collection. And I've pulled out this close to my heart, Created to Shine. It was a stamp of the month. Not sure what month. For the stamped words. But I also kind of like these little light bulbs, so I think I'm going to create something on that as well. So since I don't have any 12 by 12 paper, you know I'm going to have to pull in some white cardstock. I'm just going to grab me a paste. We're going to ink the edges. And then we are going to stamp on this. So we've got all these fun things. I've got well, there you go. That's how my week's been going. We've got some chipboard frames. Actually, my week's been going great, you guys. Kind of like up for some sort of promotion at work. I know, I've only been there for a month. Best place to ever work. I've got puffy alphas. I have all of this ephemera, so that's where we're going to find the birdie. I do have this one little doily that a lovely friend of mine and a subscriber sent to me. Tissue paper, puffy hearts, puffy words, more puffy words. We got some chipboard, more die cuts, and here's the pictures that we're going to use. Natasha has 2 photos, so I'm going to go with these 2 of Rob in his man cave. We're going to trim those down. And for the inking and stamping portion, I have the espresso by ink by Close to My Heart. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this off. I am going to take my blender brush. I think that's the one I want. Nope, that's the one I want. And I'm going to ink the edges. I am going to come in and stamp first. And my idea is to stamp those fun light bulbs all across the top. Now I know Natasha doesn't have that, but you gotta make the lift your own sometimes, right? Like I really wanted, when I seen those, I was like, oh, I want to do that. So I am going to run those across, but everything else you're going to see is it's definitely going to be inspired by Natasha's layout. So, because before I go away and do all that stuff, I have all these scraps. I need to find some of the, more scraps back there. Oh Lord, there's just scraps everywhere in here, isn't there? So let's stick those at the back. So we want some color on here. So let's pull in this yellow. And my husband just does not like green. I don't know if we're going to do pink for him though. Ooh, those are pretty together. Alright, and let's see what we have back here in the ways of scraps. Let's cut our photos down. So it looks like 2x3s almost, which is fine. We can get that into or 3x4. So we need to go, just pull a 1/2 inch. I've pretty much got him centered on the front. He's also extended his man cave from this point, you guys, just in case you were wondering. He's taken over all the other garages. Apparently that's what he does. And the garden. He planted a garden. So go him. So I believe Jackie already has a video up. I had to message her and was like, I am so far behind. And she was like, it's cool, sister. Yeah, just so far behind. Like, not even funny far behind. We had a power outage and a whole bunch of stuff going on. And I had dinner with friends. I know, how dare I? And I was just like, man. So there's a lot of videos going up today on my channel. Just because there was just so much that needed to be done. So we're going to use those scraps. So even using scraps, you guys. And I had an idea when I wanted to actually, like, true lift Natasha, but then when I realized it was on Stash Smash Saturday, I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to. Because I just can't do an individual layout and video for everything that we have going on. It's not going to work anymore. I used to be able to do that, but my job was way less demanding. I love my new job. Do not get me wrong there. Best decision I ever made was to switch companies. It's nice to work for a place that you fully get appreciated for the work that you do. And not just, you know, the horrible way that I was treated before. Alright. So we are definitely paper piecing this together. And then we just need to kind of pull these up and go ahead and get those down. And it's going to be okay because you're really not going to be able to tell. And I'm a firm believer, and if you are paying that much attention to my layout, to scrutinize it, then you can do it, right? So we are just taking the scraps and paper piecing. Obviously that's going to mean this, I think this collection, you guys, is going to be around for Stash Smash Saturday for quite some time. Because I got a lot. As if I'm sure you noticed. So we're going to do the same thing here. And there. And then we're just going to trim off that little bit. And then we're going to do the same thing with the gray, even though I know it's kind of weird because I'm using brown and gray, but it's going to work out just fine in the end. So how is everybody? I do hope you're having a less stressful Saturday. But as soon as I finish this layout, I'll be ahead. Right? Like, that's what's going on. Then I'll be ahead, and we won't have to worry about it. Oh. Scrapbook.com is having a sale, apparently. They just texted me to let me know. I usually block all that stuff. I don't like getting text messages to my phone. Alright. Let's just adhere that down so it doesn't get all in my way. Alright, so I am promising now I will go away and do the rest of the layouts, or not the rest. I'll get the inking and the stamping done, and we will come back and work on Natasha's layout together. And I'll show you how I am making it my own, which is fun too. I mean, at this point, you guys know how I feel. Oh, there are no original ideas. I totally just covered that up. Or I just cut it off. Oh, well. Story of my life. So, I trimmed it. Like, it'll be okay. We're just going to have to piece this one together just a little bit more, because for some reason I thought it would be a good idea to trim that guy all off, right? Who has these good ideas? Me! Alright. So that one's a little more paper pieced, but nonetheless, it's done. Alright, so we've got these two, and it looks like they are going, I'm going to layer them up that way. Then we are going to pop some foam down on these. And what my idea is instead of the big color blocks, I am just actually going to come in like that, and like that, and then one at the bottom. That's my idea. We're going to see how it works. I'll be right back. Alright, so as you can see, I've definitely got a little bit of what Natasha's got going on. I do love this layout, and I will lift it properly when I have 12 by 12. But I definitely like what I'm creating here. I did take the stamp, and I stamped my little words, and I took the little border stamp in as well. You know, kind of made it fun there. I've got the photos down. Now we just got to come in and kind of fill in this area like Natasha up here. I'm pretty much going to do like here and here, and then get some scattery bits up there. But we're going to do that with all of these fun items from Jackie. So I need to, I don't need anything at this point actually. Actually, I'm going to cut this in half so we can get a little extra use out of that. And we're going to tuck it right under there. I'm going to pull out some of these little guys. I got to think, do I want, if I have enough? They are, I'm going to go ahead and use these puffy stickers to spell out Rob. Alright, come on. They're not coming out very well, so we are going to do maybe. I'm going to do Rob running up the little picture. So Rob, be a light for all to see. Ha! Yeah, sometimes I get happy about the things I think of. So we've used those. Maybe come in with that. So we got to get some chipboard on there. We only have pink frames left, so let's see. I think we could probably get away with that peachy color and that color this time around. I think we're only going to use one. So I've actually been enjoying doing this lately, is just cutting up the frames like, you know, tucking them under. Maybe. Like this. There we go. Why that was so hard, guys, I don't know. This one's not going to work quite as well. So we're going to make this guy a little bit on the angle, and maybe we'll do this one the same way, right? Kind of pop him over here. Alright, so there, we got frames on there as well. I do actually have puffy stickers. Alright, so I'm going to go through these two things and pull out some items to throw on here. I'll do that off screen to not bore you, and we'll be right back. Alright, so I've got some puffies on here. I've got some chipboard stuck in a few places. We've got the bird, which is the last bird in this collection. Well, no, there's one more, I lied. Now we got to get some flair down, and I found these Stampin' Up. What are these? Stampin' Dimensionals. And I was like, hey, totally didn't even know I had those. These are perfect for these. So this is what I'm going to use these for. I'm going to save them to use with my flare. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to get that down, and I have successfully got everything needed on this layout. Well, I bent that one. I do want to come in and put a few more of these little puffy hearts, though, because it's kind of what I want to do. So we're just going to drop them in all around. I feel like we need blue up here, just a little bit more. And pop that right there. Alright. So, we have used the 6x6 pattern paper. I need to trim my little guy off here. Alright. So we've got the 6x6 pattern paper, we've got chipboard, here, here, here. Both the frames are chipboard. I've got my 3 flare on there. We've got the one bird. Puffy stickers are the little hearts, also the little words. The frames are in there, and the stamped words. So yes, and the lovely lift of Natasha. Come on, focus. Thank you so much for letting me lift you. I absolutely adored your layout. I hope you like what I created as using your layout as an inspiration. Don't forget to head on over to Jackie's channel, see what she's got going on, and everybody else that's playing along with May I Scraplift You, which is the brainchild of the lovely and talented Crystal, who is Pineapple Papers here on YouTube. And I will be joining that group every Saturday, starting in June, right? Super excited about that. So I'll see you guys next Saturday for another Stash Smash Saturday. Remember to be kind. Bye.